Hi, welcome to Paula's Desk. You know, I have put on a few pounds through this COVID for all since, let's see, it's been March to March. It's been about a year. And I think all of us have been, um, some of us have been working from home. We don't get out that much. And boy, those comfort foods have really um, helped us get through all this, I guess. But I will tell you that I've had a few aches and pains from eating the wrong things. So I just wanted to talk to you about that. You may be feeling sluggish from putting on weight during this time. You may be aching if you have autoimmune disease or rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis too. Um, Anything with inflammation. So I just wanted to go over, this is my book, 21 Keys for Renewing Your Health. And I just wanted to talk to you about some things that we all need to remember, including myself. I need to get out and walk instead of eat cookies, I'll tell you that right now. But so I just wanted to go over these things real fast. One thing that is really important that has helped my inflammation rate is I only drink distilled water. And I try to drink 8 glasses, and I will tell you that's hard to do. But every time I think about it, I'll drink water. And I keep a big container of water with me. I don't have it down here this morning, but I usually try to keep my container of water with me so I can take a big drink every time I think about it. Pure water cleans the toxins out of your body that cause pain. So you need that. You need that water. And you know, what we haven't done this winter, like we should, we're better at eating vegetables during the summer because I grow vegetables in my greenhouse and I have fresh green beans and lettuce and spinach and things. But during the winter, um, it just seems like we don't eat as many vegetables. And a vegetable based diet really does help with inflammation. It helps your health, it helps you feel better. Uh, I really think it can help curb your cancer rates too if cancer runs in your family. So really half of your plate should be a dark green salad and vegetables with a variety of colors. Um, 1/4 of your plate should be lean protein and the other fourth whole grains. And I'm not talking about bread, and we'll go into that in a minute, but um, some of the grains can cause inflammation, so you have to be careful with that. Corn is one of them. And if you're wheat sensitive, that can really be bad too. So just be really careful with your grains. Um, Plain yogurt with a little fruit is a good dessert. And so that yogurt has the probiotics and your calcium. And fruit needs to be used as a dessert, not something you eat all day because it does have fruit sugars. It does have some good fiber, which is good. But I will tell you, with rheumatoid arthritis, I cannot eat much fruit. I have to be really careful uh, with fruit, especially apples bother me, peaches bother me. It seems like if they're baked, I can eat a little bit of it and it doesn't bother me, but just be careful with fruit. And then I did say about lean protein. Lean means it doesn't have a lot of animal fat on it. Um, Also, if you're in an area that you can get grass-fed beef and organic chicken and things like that, it would really make a huge difference in your inflammation. We're lucky to live in Wyoming, and I have a friend that son raises grass-fed beef. So I get good beef It's very lean and very good. Tastes so much better, I think. So eat only whole grains that are complex carbohydrates. So that means you should really limit the white flour and the white rice in your diet. Limit the amount of gluten that you eat, especially if you have a wheat or grain allergy. And there's so many neat um, grains out there now. There's quinoa and farro, and there's spelt grain, and just so many neat grains. And you can look those up on the internet and see their gluten rates and their nutrition information. Now, saturated fats are really inflammatory. So please, 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 and I've watched some of these cooking shows, and I just think if that person cooked for me, I would be in a wheelchair, because saturated fats are really bad for somebody with rheumatoid, or they're bad for inflammation in your body. Um, you know, I I use a little bit of butter. I think it's better than um, some of the other things, but I usually use olive oil. Uh, I put MCT coconut oil in my coffee in the morning. I have not had good luck with coconut hydrogenated oil. Some people do cook with that. It does cause inflammation in my body, but you need to see how it does with you. The MCT seems to be fine for me. So get those, make sure fats are important, but make sure they're not saturated. And I have a whole chapter on here on fats. Remove sugar from your diet. You know, I love sugar as much as the next person. And my husband makes wonderful desserts. But you just have to really limit the amount of sugar you eat. You know, those fatty fried donuts and the fast food and the sugary treats that we eat is just killing us. It really is. And I do want to tell you on the fats, fast food restaurants reuse their oil over and over again, and that causes that oil to be carcinogenic. That means it causes cancer. So if you eat fast food a lot, you're not going to be healthy. Your cancer rates are going to be higher. So you just watch that. Milk products can cause an inflammatory response. I have problems with milk. I don't digest milk very well. You can make low-fat plain yogurt in the recipes in my book, and I seem to be able to tolerate yogurt better than I do. I can't eat cottage cheese, or I can't drink milk, but I can eat yogurt. And since I've started eating a yogurt, I can tolerate a little bit of cheese, but I can't, my body won't digest that gooey, stringy cheese. It's just, yeah. So I do get inflammation, and I get stomach distress from dairy. So if you're having a lot of stomach distress, I would recommend leaving milk products out totally. Coffees and teas can cause inflammation. I drank hot tea for years, and I stopped drinking it, and I started feeling a lot better. And you know, I think tea is probably good for you, but for me it's not. It does cause inflammation. And I found that I cannot drink those dark Colombian coffees. I have to drink really the breakfast coffee, and I just drink 1 cup in the morning. I drink organic, low acid breakfast. And yeah, it's more expensive, but if you have autoimmune disease, rheumatoid arthritis, that will make a huge difference if you cut out those dark, full-bodied coffees from your diet. And if you're used to that dark coffee and that heavy caffeine, it may take you a while to give it up, but you need to do that. Non-dairy coffee creamers are horrible for you. They're loaded with sugar, bad fats, and artificial ingredients. If you are able to tolerate dairy, a little bit of half and half in your coffee is better than those. And I put a little honey in my coffee. That's the way I like it. So I put a little bit of honey, and I just have 1 cup in the morning. All right. I will tell you that fruit juices are not good for you. You know, a lot of us grew up thinking we had to drink our glass of orange juice every day. But fruit juices and fruit flavored drinks can cause inflammation and pain in somebody with rheumatoid. And they can cause diabetics to have high sugar rates. And so you just need to be really careful with that. I eat half of an orange for breakfast, half of an organic orange, and I'm getting fiber, I'm getting my folic acid and my vitamin C, and I seem to do all right with that. And blueberries, I try to have blueberries about every other day, but I have to be careful how many I eat. So just realize that whole fruit needs to be dessert and limited and not eaten several times a day. Limit the amount of salt in your diet. Salt can cause inflammation and swelling. Diets high in salt can cause kidney damage and high blood pressure. So be careful with that. I have started buying Celtic salt, and it has minerals in it, and we do use that. And I usually put a little kelp in it for the iodine. So, but just be careful with salt. Alcohol is a poison to the body. It causes inflammation, causes damage to your liver. It can damage your kidneys. And alcohol might numb your pain for a little while you're having, but it's going to cause huge amounts of inflammation in your body. A lot of people think they need to drink a glass of wine every day. And you know, if that agrees with you and you're not having inflammation and you're not hurting everywhere, that may work for you. But I will tell you, they have found that breast cancer rates are higher in women that have 4 or more drinks a week. So, yeah, just be careful with that. And many of us have family members that are alcoholics that should not have alcohol around them at all. Smoking is a horrible addiction. Cigarettes have 4,000 poisonous chemicals, and they'll damage every cell in your body. They'll damage your brain, they'll damage your lungs, they will really damage your heart. My dad smoked for years, and when he had heart surgery, the heart surgeon said, "There's so much plaque in your heart, I could break a window with it." And that's how bad it was. So cigarettes are really bad for your heart. Exercise is extremely important. My husband and I, through all this COVID thing, we get out every day. We got a puppy last February before last. And she has been amazing for us. We get out every day and walk with her, and it's been really good for us. I can't imagine being in an area where you can't get out and walk. And if you're in one of those areas, maybe try to drive outside town. Take that daily walk. Get out in the fresh air. Maybe get out of the city pollution if you live in a city. And don't sit for more than 30 minutes at a time. If you're watching a movie, set your phone or your watch and get up and every 30 minutes and do a few exercises or go walk around the block or something. Okay, vitamins are, for somebody with rheumatoid, they can cause a lot of pain and inflammation. So be really careful with vitamins. Um, some of the green drinks are good, but you just have to get really pure green drinks that don't have a lot of added stuff in them. Um, can improve your health and curb pain and inflammation. Uh, Make sure that your green drink doesn't contain fruit. That's something you need to look for. There's a big connection between your digestion and your digestive system, inflammation, and your brain. So you can take probiotics, or you can eat homemade sauerkraut. You can eat good yogurt with probiotics, uh, fermented vegetables. Go online and figure out how to ferment vegetables. They're so good, and they're so good for you. Um, so just make sure that your digestive system works and you are regular every day. I take whole husk psyllium daily in my green drink, and it has really helped me. Make sure that your shampoos, your body washes, your creams, your makeup, everything doesn't have a lot of bad chemicals. Make sure they're natural ingredients. I started making my own, and I do sell my creams and my salves and different things just because I love them so much, and I know they'll help other people. And toxic-free cleaning products in your home. Use baking soda and vinegar to clean with. Don't, if the cleaner smells really bad and strong, it's not good for your lungs. Clorox is really, don't inhale that. It will burn your lungs. It'll damage your lungs. So be real careful with a lot of those chemicals. And spend your time in prayer and meditation every day. You need to have that time just to relax and de-stress and pray and read. I read the Bible. So that's really important. Reduce the stress in your life. Deep breathing is good. Focus on the moment and keep your problems in perspective. And as a Christian, I know God's in control and He'll help me. And so whenever I start worrying, I turn it into a prayer. And that's what we need to do. Use pain management techniques such as massage, heat, and ice therapy. If you're hurting, take care of it. And I'm a great big believer in massage, and we use ice, we use rice bag heat. That's really, really good. Just don't sit there and hurt. Change your diet, try to do some exercise, massage, you can put your rice bag on like a swollen knee or something for 10 minutes, and then put the ice on for 5, and then rotate those until the swelling goes down. And if you're eating bad stuff and drinking coffee all day and drinking pop and eating garbage all day, you're going to have inflammation. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. All right. Spend time with friends and family. And like I said, that's hard to do right now. Find people that you enjoy and have common interest. And maybe you have to do it on Zoom now. Or maybe you can get out and walk with somebody and stay 3 feet apart. I think that's what you're supposed to stay apart in the fresh air. But try to get out there and be among people if you can. I love to garden, so I love to be around people that like to garden, and of course I enjoy my Bible study, and I haven't been lately, but I'm anxious to get back to that. And I just think there's so many things that you may be interested in, and there's so many groups out there. Or start your own group. You could start a Bible study in your home, or you could start a little garden club in your neighborhood and share plants, or if you like house plants, share house plants. If you like outdoor plants, share veggies or whatever, or veggie seedlings. But, get out there and get among people. Enjoy your friends and family. So, those are the 21 keys in my book, and I hope they've helped you. I kind of went on a long time, but I think they're all important. But God bless you and take care, and I hope He takes care of you through this COVID crisis and beyond. All of these 21 things are good things to do from now on. They will help you. And I have other videos that are based on this book, so look for those. Thank you.